I really want you to focus on what I'm about to say, what scenario I'm about to paint a picture of. Imagine this, right? Imagine you keep living your life like the 99%. You keep going out, you keep partying, you keep drinking alcohol, you keep seeking instant gratification, you keep watching Netflix, you keep scrolling on Instagram, on TikTok, keep sending useless Snapchats on Snapchat, keep wasting your time, not reading, not gaining any knowledge, not going to the gym. Let's say you keep living like this all the way until you die. And you die, right? You go to heaven. You're in a long line. God calls your name. He says, let's say it's my name, Milan. He pulls this up. Says, look at this. And he pulls up all the hours I wasted scrolling on Instagram and TikTok and on my phone doing useless things. He pulls up all the useless movies I watched and all the time I wasted on Netflix, Disney Plus, and any other streaming service you have watching movies and TV shows. He pulls up all the money I wasted on alcohol, on going out, on festivals. Imagine God just shows you how much time you've wasted, how much money you've wasted. And then he shows you another board. And he shows you the person you should have became. He shows you should have been this. You could have done that if you just used your time wisely. If you didn't waste time on this, if you spent time reading, going to the gym, making something of yourself. Can you imagine how you would just imagine yourself in that moment? Imagine what you would feel in that moment, knowing that you can't go back. You can't change what you've done. You can't change your life. That you just died an ordinary person. You just died average and you didn't fulfill the potential that God gave you on this earth. Just know that we all have one life, which means one life, one chance, one story. As Kevin Hart said in the Joe Rogan podcast, we are all writing our own books. How good is your book going to be? When the book is done, are you going to be happy with the book you wrote? Is God going to be happy with the book you wrote? Are you going to fulfill the potential that God has given you? Or is the scenario I just had you imagine going to play out in your life? And the sad reality is that scenario is the story of most people's lives. It's the story of probably 99% of people on this earth. And that's a sad reality. It's sad that we choose to spend our time scrolling our lives away on TikTok and Instagram, indulging in instant gratification, watching Netflix, going out, drinking alcohol. It's a real shame. When instead we could be using that time to develop our mindset, develop our knowledge, develop our physique, get in the best physical condition of our lives. That scenario, if you imagine that properly, it's going to make you feel a profound way. Now, if you imagine that scenario and you just say, I don't care, I'll deal with that when it gets there, then no problem. Keep living your life how you're living it, and I hope you enjoy. But if that scenario made you feel something of a great urge to make something of yourself, that scenario made you say, no, that is not going to be the fate of my life. I am going to fulfill my potential. Then you know what you have to do. I don't need to sit here and tell you what you have to do, because deep down you know what you have to do. You know you have to start going to the gym. You know you have to get in the best physical condition of your life. You know you need to start reading every day. You know you need to start studying. You know you need to delete Instagram and TikTok. You know you need to stop hanging out with loser friends. You know you need to stop going out to clubs, parties, raves. You know you need to stop drinking alcohol. All of that you need to stop. Eliminate each bad habit bit by bit to get that positive feedback loop in your life. And I promise you, you'll never look back. Work hard so you don't suffer the fate and the scenario that I have just laid out for you. You cannot redo life. So start living like this is your only life, because this is our one and only life on this mortal earth.